Good morning, dear students, and welcome to IELTS lessons. Today we are going to talk about paragraph structure, relevant and irrelevant information. My name is Shаймаханова, and now let's start our session. The aim of today's lesson is to improve writing skills on IELTS Task 2. You will be able to use paragraphing sufficiently and appropriately, and you will be able to sequence information and ideas logically. And now let's talk about some types of essays for IELTS Task 2. Do you know any of essays used for IELTS Task 2? Very good. Now let's see. Here you can see an example of an essay of the name and the names of types of essays. Your task is to match those names with this example. Look at the example very carefully and try to find which essay is it. While you are thinking, I want to tell you that there are 4 types of essays in IELTS Task 2. They are opinion essay, solution suggestions essay, discursive essay, and problem solution essay. Okay, have you found the first one? Good, now let's check. The first one is solution suggestion essay. Let's move on. Why it is solution suggestion essay? Because look at the last line here. You can see that there is the phrase, discuss possible ways to encourage the use of public transport. Discuss possible. Possible means you give some solutions or some suggestions to the given issue. The next one is global warming. The essay about global warming. Here is a task and here is a type. It is problem solution. You know that global warming today is one of the main problems across the globe. And they ask you to write about the causes of global warming. So we're talking about the problem and how can we tackle the issue? How can we solve it? We're talking about solution. Now let's look at the next one, and this is a task for you to find. Very good. Okay, so this is discursive essay. Why it is discursive? Because you are asked to compare and contrast. And you are also asked to write your opinion. In your opinion, which source is more important and why? Very good. And this is the easiest one. Very good. This is opinion essay because they ask you to what extent do you agree or disagree with this opinion. So you should write your own opinion. Excellent. Now let's look at some tips how to identify the types of essays. If we look again to the types of essays that we were looking before through the examples, we can see that here some tips for you to identify the type. The first is opinion essay. Opinion essay usually presents an issue and asks, to what extent do you agree? You must present your opinion and you use personal examples in your opinion essay. The next type is discursive essay, where you should present 2 sides of an issue and you should ask, they will ask you to discuss the items. Pro-con essay, sometimes we call it, or for and against essay. Here you should give your opinion only if the question asks you to do it. If the question does not ask you, you do not give any opinion. The next type is solution suggestion essay. You present a problem and ask for a solution. You do not use personal language like I, you, and so on. And the last is problem solution essay. You present an issue, and this one asks you to describe reason for problem and give solution. All solutions presented must be directly related to the problem described. Okay, so we have discussed several types of essays to be used in IELTS Task 2, and now let's look how do we organize essay. This is essay outline. Now I want you to work in small groups and to complete the opinion essay outline, the elements of an argument and paragraph structure. So you see here 6 lines. Can you please complete the opinion essay outline? This line shows us the outline. Okay, now let's see together. Of course, the first thing we start the essay is introduction part. Introduction usually states the problem or issue and give us necessary background information. What is the second thing to be done? The second thing is called thesis. The author's opinion or stance, what he will argue in the essay, usually comes in the end of the introduction. The next thing is reason. You now should start with reasons. Use topic sentence to clearly identify the reason and explain reason with evidence and examples. Then you can have one more reason and one more reason. But the last reason is frequently a counter-argument of the given issue. And the sixth thing you should do is conclusion. You should conclude your essay. It summarizes the argument restating the thesis. It also leaves the reader with a thought for future. As you see, basic paragraph structure in the essay is like a hamburger or a sandwich. In hamburger we have 2 buns. And here we have 2 main sentences. There are topic sentence and concluding sentence. And what is inside those 2 buns? The most delicious thing. And in essay, this most delicious thing is called supporting sentences in any paragraph. Now, let's write a paragraph about the natural landmark of your hometown. This is the first topic sentence, or we can say that this is the first bun. My hometown is famous for several amazing natural features. First, it is noted for the Wetton River, which is very wide and beautiful. Also, on the other side of the town is Wetton Hill, which is unusual because it is very steep. So this is the topic sentence, the most general sentence in the paragraph. What does most general mean? It means that there are not many details in the sentence, but that the sentence introduces an overall idea that you want to discuss later in the paragraph. Here are some examples of sentences that cannot be used as topic sentence. Can you figure out why they are inappropriate? Very good. Now let's see. The problem with the first sentence is that it contains too many details. Topic sentence Sentences are general and details should appear later in the paragraph. A better topic sentence would be like the one mentioned above. My hometown is famous for several amazing geographical features. What about sentence 2? Sentence 2 is not appropriate as a topic sentence because it mentions two topics, not just one. So please remember, when you're writing a topic sentence, you should think about only one topic, but not two. Paragraphs are usually about one main scene, and so the topic sentences should be also about only one main scene. The problem with sentence 3 is that it is too general and it's too very boring. Now, we can write sentences 2 and 3 in the following ways to make them better. There are two reasons why some people like to buy cars with automatic transmission. And now let's look at some different paragraphs. There are two reasons why some people like cars with manual transmission. The shapes of clouds are determined by various factors. The topic sentence is a bun of the sandwich or hamburger. What is inside? Inside, supporting sentences. Now your task is to read the paragraph. What questions appear in your mind? So you need to work in pairs and make some questions to this paragraph. Very good. The questions like this: what are natural features that make Wetland famous? And there are several natural features. First, also on the other side of the town. So these are the words that help us to identify those natural features. You can see here. What does supporting sentences mean? Supporting sentences, they are called supporting because they support or explain the idea expressed in the topic sentence. And the last thing is concluding sentence. So, or another bun in the sandwich or hamburger. Look at the concluding sentence, try to find it. Okay, very good. Now let's see. The last sentence is concluding sentence. These three landmarks are truly amazing and make my hometown a famous place. A concluding sentence is a sentence at the end of the paragraph which summarizes the information that has been presented. You can think of a concluding sentence as a sort of topic sentence in reverse. So usually in concluding sentence we restate the topic sentence. And here you can see some details in paragraph. And those details are those supporting sentences, or we call them everything that is inside two buns. Can you please tell me why do we need those details? Very good. We can give examples. We can give the answers to questions, how, why, etc. So some critical thinking questions. And we can help a reader understand exactly what you're writing about. Would you like to eat a sandwich or hamburger without details? Of course no. Thank you. Now, let's look here. This is the best hamburger recipe. In order to do any paragraph, the paragraph structure should follow some criteria. And if you follow this criteria, you can be really good cook who will prepare best hamburger according to this recipe. The first thing is unity. The paragraph should be united. The second, order. The third thing is coherence. and completeness. Okay, now I want you to read a little explanation of what is unity and decide which point drives the rest, and then write it as your topic sentence. Okay, very good. Let's do the same thing with order. Excellent. What about coherence? Is that necessary thing, coherence? When something is coherent, this thing usually of good quality that will make us understand why and what is happening. Or we can say that there we can see logic. And completeness. Completeness means that the paragraph well developed and concluding sentences summarize your main idea. So, if you see here the best hamburger recipe, if you follow it, you will enjoy your hamburger and the reader will enjoy your essay. And now I want to show you the homework. This is IELTS task 2, and that's why you are going to be given only 40 minutes. But this time you are also going to be given 60 minutes instead of 40, because you will need some time to think and to analyze about the best hamburger recipe. Please do not forget to use academic language style and best hamburger recipe. Okay, thank you very much, and now let's do some reflection. What have we learned and what have we practiced today? What was interesting for you and why? Did you like the lesson? If so, why? Here you can see some reference list where you can find all those information provided above. And all the materials will be at moodle.nas.edu.kz. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention.